Hello, welcome to another English story. Today, I will tell you a story about a girl who dreamed of flying above the clouds, facing challenges that seemed impossible, and discovering her true courage. Let's begin. Emma had always loved airplanes. As a child, she would sit by her bedroom window, eyes fixed on the sky, watching planes disappear into the clouds. She collected model airplanes, built miniature airports, and memorized the names of famous pilots. But her dream wasn't just fascination, it was a promise. She wanted to be the first person in her family to touch the sky. Her family didn't understand her passion. Emma grew up in a small town where dreams like hers felt impossible. Her father worked long hours in construction, and her mother ran a small bakery. They loved Emma, but the idea of a girl becoming a pilot seemed unrealistic. Still, every night, Emma whispered to herself, "One day I will fly, no matter what it takes." High school graduation brought a mix of excitement and anxiety. Emma had saved every penny from tutoring, babysitting, and helping in her mother's bakery. She applied to a flight school far away, feeling both thrilled and terrified. The day she received her acceptance letter, she cried tears of joy. Her dream was finally within reach. Flight school was nothing like Emma expected. The instructors were tough, the planes unforgiving, and the lessons exhausting. She struggled with navigation calculations and mechanical theory. Some days, she felt completely out of her depth. Her classmates, mostly boys, seemed to handle the pressure better, and for the first time, she doubted herself. One rainy afternoon, during a critical solo flight, Emma made a mistake during landing. The plane skidded, bouncing across the runway, and her heart raced with fear. No one was hurt, but she felt crushed. Doubt whispered, "Maybe this dream is too big. Maybe you're not good enough." She wanted to quit, but deep down she knew giving up would haunt her forever. That night, she called her mother. "Maybe I should quit," she admitted, voice shaking. Her mother paused, then said softly, "Emma, fear is part of every journey. You can't let it ground you. The sky waits for those who dare to rise." Those words struck her, planting a seed of determination. Quitting was no longer an option. Emma threw herself into her training. She studied late into the night, practiced every maneuver repeatedly, and memorized every procedure. Slowly, her confidence grew. Every correct landing, every successful calculation became a small victory. For the first time, fear began to transform into focus, and focus became strength. Months passed, and challenges kept coming. Equipment failures, unexpected weather, and tough exams tested her every skill. Some days, she cried in frustration. Some days, she felt ready to give up. But Emma reminded herself that every great pilot had faced setbacks. She learned to see mistakes not as failures, but as lessons shaping her for the skies. Finally, the ultimate test approached. A solo cross-country flight in a stormy sky. Dark clouds and strong winds made others hesitant. Emma's heart pounded, but she remembered her countless hours of preparation. She gripped the controls, breathed deeply, and pushed forward. Every skill she had learned, every challenge she had faced, guided her through the turbulence. When she landed safely, applause echoed across the hangar. Her instructors were astonished, not only at her technical skill, but at her courage. Emma realized that flying was not about perfection. It was about persistence, bravery, and refusing to surrender to fear. That day, she felt the first true freedom of flight, not just in the cockpit, but within herself. After graduation, Emma received her pilot's license. Her dream was real, but the journey had only begun. She took her first commercial flight as a junior pilot, carrying real passengers and real responsibility. The fear she had felt in training returned, but it was now tempered with skill and experience. She knew that courage was built through struggle, not comfort. Her first real flight was terrifying. Turbulence rattled the plane. Passengers murmured nervously, and her heart raced. But she remembered every obstacle she had overcome, the long nights of study, the mistakes she had survived, the fears she had faced. Slowly, she guided the plane with steady hands, reassuring both herself and everyone on board. Landing safely, she realized she was no longer just a student, she was a pilot. Emma began traveling to distant cities and countries. Every destination reminded her of how far she had come, from a small town girl with dreams bigger than the sky to a pilot navigating storms across oceans. Her parents came to see her first international flight, tears in their eyes, finally understanding that their daughter had reached heights they had never imagined possible. She never forgot her beginnings. Emma returned to her hometown to mentor girls and young dreamers, telling them, "The sky doesn't care where you come from. It only asks whether you are brave enough to rise." She inspired others, proving that determination, courage, and belief in yourself could lift anyone beyond their limits. Along the way, Emma met friends who challenged her, colleagues who supported her, and a partner who shared her love for adventure. Together, they explored new horizons, trained for advanced flights, and reminded her that love and friendship can lift you higher than any plane. Dreams are stronger when shared with those who believe in them. Years passed, and Emma grew into an accomplished pilot. She became known for her skill, composure in crises, and unwavering courage. She realized that life was not about avoiding fear. It was about facing it, understanding it, and taking off anyway. Every flight became a reminder of the girl who once stared at the sky, imagining herself among the clouds. Even with success, Emma remained humble. She returned to flight school to mentor aspiring pilots, especially girls who doubted themselves. "Talent matters," she would say, "but courage and persistence matter more. The sky rewards those who refuse to quit." Her story inspired hundreds to chase dreams they once thought impossible. Emma's journey reminds us that life will test us, push us to our limits, and make our dreams seem impossible. But courage, persistence, and belief in ourselves can take us higher than we ever imagined. The sky does not belong to the fearless. It belongs to those who refuse to give up. Now it's your turn. Play this video again. Pause after each sentence. Repeat it like a shadow. Practice every day. Even 10 minutes helps. Believe in yourself. Remember, no matter how small you feel, no matter how hard life is, your dreams are real if you work for them. Thank you for learning with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories and shadowing practice. See you next time.